Holmes here with Michael Anthony Fitness, and he is worn the F out. But as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joku Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this literally does not work. I don't know about you, but you know, you like to think that things are fair. You really do. But it's more and more evident that it's not. The Tyreek Hill situation truly puts that in perspective, you know? And I'm not saying that he should have been suspended, but I'm certainly saying that if he wasn't suspended, that Zeke certainly didn't. And what the NFL is basically saying is they actually said, you know, well, the child is safe. Well, he did get a broken arm. And they're saying the difference is even though Zeke Elliott was never charged, the district attorney believes something happened, and that's why the NFL believes something happened. But the DA couldn't find enough evidence to make a charge. Follow me if you can. The child was removed from custody of the mother and the father, Tyreek Hill, and the baby's mother. And he had a broken arm. You had tapes of him saying the kids should respect me, this, that, and the other. I don't know what happened there. And like I said, I don't understand it. But the NFL has already done their investigation. And with all of that, you mean he gets the benefit of the doubt, but Zeke Elliott didn't? Because we had heard about Zeke Elliott's accuser being in a fight with a woman outside the bar that night. So isn't there a benefit of the doubt right there on whether or not what she posted on Instagram was Zeke or somebody else? Because her story changed multiple times. But anyway, be that as it may, we'll talk about that more tonight. Thank God our day is over with, and go back home, get this insulation and all this stuff and ickiness off, get a nice shower. But I realized something today. My identity. I used to have about 20 people that worked for me. You know, I used to have several jobs going on at the same time. I used to build furniture stores and stuff, you know, 18, 20,000 square foot and stuff. But what I realized is I don't like running others and having others do the work. I worked for a company where I was a site supervisor and had to sit behind the desk half the time. And I absolutely positively hated it because that was not me. It wasn't my identity. You know, I've been working over at E2 Blues House, and it's great because each day has been something different. You know, I was on the roof yesterday. The day before, we're taking care of the heating and air conditioning. And today, I'm ripping out the ceiling and putting in new drywall. But it's something different that stimulates my mind. And, you know, I'll be honest, I like getting down and hot and sweaty and dirty. That's me. That's my identity. And a lot of times, when you don't stick with your identity, it just doesn't work, or it's not as enjoyable. And see, I believe the Dallas Cowboys are back right now with their identity. If you look out at the Dallas Cowboys' past history, things that have always been there are the triples: Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, and Drew Pearson. And a great defense. You know, that doomsday defense, that Harvey Martin and Randy White, you know, Hollywood Henderson and things. That was their identity. And it repeated itself in the 90s with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, and that defense that does not get enough credit. Now, we got close with that in 2014, and maybe that should have been the year. You know, it was the catch, no catch. A lot of people say, well, wait a minute, you didn't have the defense. But I beg to differ. I know the defense was only ranked 19, but here's the thing. That defense was second in taking the ball away. you know what? I would give up 75 more yards every game for another turnover, because that's how big a turnover is to your winning percentages. That team bent, but it wouldn't break. It got the ball for the offense, and that was the identity. Now you can look around and you can see Tony Romo had some incredible years where he's throwing, 4,000 plus yards, 36 TDs, and things like that. But didn't have the running back, and it wasn't our identity, and we did not succeed. I mean, you can look at teams like, say, Seattle became their identity became, the Legion of Boom, beast mode, and an efficient passing game. Well, Russell Wilson is throwing for more yards and more touchdowns now, but they're not winning in the playoffs anymore. They've lost that identity. You can look at the Pittsburgh Steelers with the steel curtain and Franco Harris and, of course, Lynn Swann and Terry Bradshaw and things, and that was their identity. And they had that about 10 years ago with Big Ben and things, and they were running the football. They had a good passing attack and a strong defense. Well, now Big Ben's throwing for 5,000 yards. They've gotten away from that identity, and it's not working the same as it used to. But here's the thing. We've got that identity back now between Amari Cooper, Zeke Elliott, and Dak Prescott. And here's the thing you can look at, and you can see that if you take away any one of those three, it does not work. We had 2015 without a quarterback. We had a great offensive line. We had a good running game, but we didn't have a quarterback, and we were 1-12 without Tony Romo. 1-11 without Tony Romo. So that doesn't work. With Zeke out of the lineup, the Cowboys are 4-3. Not awful, but not real good either. You're at least on the winning side. And we've gone without having that true number one wide receiver last year without Dez Bryant, or even with the tight end with Jason Witten. And we were 4-6. But you can see what they do together when we had our identity, when we had a really good defense, and we had the triplets, Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott, and Amari Cooper. We went 7-1, and we're one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs. And I think that this team learned how to start winning as opposed to finding ways to lose. And that's the sign of a good team. And that's why when you hear all the talking heads and everything who don't like the Cowboys to begin with, and they're not trying to give you information that's going to make the Cowboys a better team. If anything, they're trying to sabotage the team. They're trying to get the clicks. So you don't fall for the hype of those guys and all the crap that they're saying. Think about this. We all know Pro Football Focus, but Pro Football Focus raised their profile a hell of a lot last week by saying the Cowboys should cut bait on Dak Prescott. They probably had more clicks and views than they ever had because of that. And in the end, that's where sports have evolved. ESPN used to have a lot of great, knowledgeable people when it came to football. But they got older, and they decided that's not what's going to work in social media. You need to have the reality show to be the loudest voice out there. You need that argument and debate, the skip, the hard line. And if you notice, they're always on polar opposites, which tells me it's all scripted. This isn't real. This isn't probably half the time their own opinion. But just like Emily will send me some stuff, and she'll be like, "Who writes this bull crap?" You get Miss Jackie's like, "I can't even watch this stuff anymore." You get Philip out there. Philip was like, "Can you believe what Chris Richard said?" Chris Carter said, "What kind of bull crap is this?" Here's the thing. They're getting the effect that they want. You're watching, you're clicking, and you're commenting. And in the end, that's all that matters. It's not about bringing the real news and letting you make your own opinion. It's about getting you to talk about it. honestly believe that with those three pieces, with that offensive line, having some depth, with that defense getting a pass rush, that this team has a lot of talent and has the opportunity to go all the way. Doesn't mean they'll get there, but they have the makings of a team that should be able to do that. Can't wait to see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be definitely talking about the whole bullcrap that we get from the NFL and how it's totally different. I want you to think about one last thing on this. We'll talk about it more then. But here it is. Tariq Hill's baby ends up with a broken arm, and you believe something happened there. And he won't be suspended by the NFL. Yet Rico Gathers loses a game check, gets suspended for a game for what amounts to a $50 fine for having drug paraphernalia. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, looks like the traffic sucks as much as the Washington Redskins. See you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern.